Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another story time. As you can tell from the title, this is the story of when I thought this man had locked me in his house. So this was when I was 21, which was 3 years ago. Well, I was about to turn 21, so I was 20, and that was the summer of 2016. So I think this was May time. I was on my way to my auntie's nursery. So as I was walking, there was this man standing by a convertible, this big like hench guy, and was like, oh, excuse me, just trying to talk to me. I was like, sorry, but I have somewhere to be. So it was like, oh, okay. So then I went to talk to my auntie. Once I'd done, I was on my way back home because it's only a walk away. So I was walking and this guy was there again. So he was like, oh, excuse me. So this time I stopped. So he was talking to me, just asked me what my name is and where am I going, and asked me how I think he asked me how old I was. I can't remember. And then he asked me for my number, so I gave him my number. So when I got home, he was messaging me, just just trying to get to know me. You know how people are when you give a guy your number and whatever, just like basic talk. So he was asking me how old I am, and I said I was 20. And I think I asked him, I think he was 26 or 27, so he was like much older than me. I think he was 27. So he was like, oh, when are you 21? Oh, you know when guys ask this question, like when they ask when you a certain age, that should have been a red flag from there, but nope. You know, you just get excited, you're like, oh, like an older guy, yeah. So I told him, oh, I'm gonna be 21 in 2 months. So it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. So then he was like, I think he'd asked me if I wanted to see him the next day, and I was like, no, sorry, I'm on my period and I don't go out when I'm on my period. And which is very true. Like, girls, you just understand, you just feel so gross and icky, and like you don't just want to be sitting there socializing with someone for how long while you're like, no, it's just gross. So I told him we can make it next week because then I'll be off and I'll feel much better. So I was like, okay, cool. And then afterwards he just kept pestering me. He's like, oh, please babe, I want to see you, blah blah blah, just like hassling me. Like, this guy wanted to see me so bad. I'm thinking, geez, like, it's only a couple days, like what the hell, can you not wait? So I finally gave in. I was like, okay, like I'll see you. So he didn't live far from me. Where I'd met him the first time, he lived near there. So he was like, oh, I want to take you out. So he was like, oh, let's go on a date. So I was like, okay, cool. So I didn't know where he was going to take me, but because he drove, I was thinking like, is he going to pick me up or what? But he was like, oh, I should meet him around a certain area. I'm not going to give names because then it will be so bait where I live. So he told me to meet him at a specific area. So I got the bus, went to that area, and he was there. So he was like, oh, let's go back to my house, it's just right there, I just need to pick something up. So I was like, okay, whatever. So we went back to his house and I saw his car there, so I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll go out afterwards, he needs to get whatever he needs to get. So we were in his house. It's just like, he lives in a flat. It's just like this small oh gosh, my hair, I want to call it a studio. It's just one of them small flats that just everything is like there, if that makes sense. I guess that's kind of like a studio, like a small studio. So I sat down. He had like Boondocks on the TV, so I was just watching that. And then he takes out he was there gonna roll weed, and he was like, oh, do you want to smoke? And I was like, no, I'm okay, thanks. So he was like, oh, he forgot to get something from the shop. He forgot to get chip or whatever. So he went to he was like, oh, he's gonna go to the shop and I should wait there. And he was like, when he gets back, he pointed and he was like, this and this needs to be off. And he was pointing at my trousers and my shoes. In my head, I was like, oh my goodness, what have I got myself into? First of all, I was not there for that. Second of all, I made it very clear that I was on my period. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? What are you doing? So then he left the room. I didn't say anything. I was literally shook. Like, when I tell you this guy was big, he could have flicked me with a finger and I would have been knocked out. He was big. So I didn't say anything. So he went out, and then I quickly ran to the window so that I could see, like, if he was going to drive to the shop. I was thinking in my head, oh my gosh, if he's driving to the shop, I am screwed because I won't be able to get out quick enough. So he went to his car. Oh my gosh, my heart was beating so fast. I was like, no, no, no. Like, I wanted to cry. But then luckily, he just picked out something from his car. I'm guessing he was getting money from his car, whatever. And then he started walking. Now, this guy walks like a snail. So I was literally standing there for like 5 minutes watching him walk until, like, he wouldn't have been able to see me if I'd gone. So then next thing you know, I messaged my sister. No, I called her. I called my little sister, and I was like, oh my gosh, this guy, he told me to take off my trousers and my shoes and blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just basically telling her the story. And she was like, oh my gosh, get out of there. She's like, where are you? So I told her the road, just in case, God forbid, anything happened. Like, she'd know where I am and she could tell someone. So she's like, get out there, get out there. And then I was still on the phone to her as I'm trying to get out. So I run to the door and I open the door and the door is not opening. The door is not opening. I was like, oh my gosh, did this guy really lock me in his house so I couldn't get out? In my head, I was praying. I was like, no, what have I got myself into? Please, God, just let this door open. I told my sister, she's like, oh my God, no, try open the door. Like, she's like, hello, hello, because I dropped the phone because I was trying to open the door. So all I could hear on the phone was, hello, hello. She's there trying to talk to me. She's like, what's going on? So I literally, it was one of them ones where you have to use two hands and there's like two different parts to open the door. So thank God I did that and the door opened. I was like, oh my goodness, because I was literally so scared. If this guy had locked me in, there was no way I could get out of the window because it was like a couple floors. And sorry, I'm not breaking my leg for no one, because then I can't even run away, can I? So I opened the door, quickly grabbed my phone and ran out. And then as I'd opened the door, I quickly looked like I'm doing some stealth or something. I just looked out the door like both ways just to make sure he wasn't there. And then I ran. I have never ran so fast in my life. Bearing in mind, this was summer. I had a full face of makeup on my face. Oh my gosh. Luckily, I had my natural hair, so I wasn't wearing no wig that was about to shift back. That would have been so embarrassing. But I'm running for my life. I literally ran all the way down the road. I was like, do not stop until you get to the bottom of the road, because then he won't be able to see you from there. So I'm running, I'm running, I'm running. Bearing in mind, I had mild asthma as a child and my lungs in general are just very weak. So I was literally out of breath, but I was like, listen, you're not about to pass out, so you better keep running, out of breath or not. Run for your life. So I was running, I was on the phone with my sisters. I started running. I was like, no, I need to run. Like, I can't talk to you on the phone when I'm running. So I cut off the phone. So I was running. And then when I finally stopped, oh my gosh, my face was sweating. Like, at that time, I didn't know, because I'm not trying to look at my face while I'm trying to get away from this person. So then I stop and then I start walking because I'm like closer to my house, and I'm there huffing and puffing, and this guy is in a van and he's like, are you alright? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm thinking I must be looking a hot mess for someone to be asking me, am I alright? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. So I carried on walking and I took the shortcut to my house just so I could get there quicker, because I didn't want to go on the main road, because then he might be able to see me. Like, just imagine if he started driving trying to look for me, he probably would have gone on the main road. So I took the shortcut to my house. When I got in, oh my gosh, I looked at my face. Makeup was dripping, my forehead was sweating. I just looked a mess. I was thinking, no wonder the man asked me if I was alright. But after that, I learnt my lesson. I was like, nope, not doing that again. And I'm telling you, I have never spoken to a guy that old again since that happened. And well, I'm married now. I was about to say, well, I never will, but I'm married now, so clearly that's never gonna happen again. But yeah, that was a story of when I thought someone had locked me in their house. I have so many story times to tell, but I probably won't tell all of them. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.